Good morning and happy Monday, good citizens of Earth. So, as you can see, I am in my truck, which means I'm either leaving someplace or headed someplace. And in this case, I am just leaving the gym. And I wanted to do this vlog on my way to the gym. However, and because it was still dark outside, so that was just not going to be an option. And it's all good as long as it gets done. It doesn't matter whether it was then or now, right? So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I certainly did. Busy, but wonderful nonetheless. I am back to me, and like I said, I had a great leg workout. Well, I did. I had a great leg workout. I could not do all the weights that I wanted to do on the leg press because there were people using the 3 Smith machines. So I was only able to get 10 of the 45-pound plates. And so, it is what it is. So I think I maxed out at 550 today. Not where I had planned on maxing out, but again, it is what it is. And I'm just thankful to be able to do what I was able to do. And then I finished up with 30 minutes of cardio with a 5-minute cool down. So now I'm headed on home, begin my work day, because I have a lot of things to do today. And I am going to get them all done. Have my to-do list already written up. Did that last night. Working off of 4 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. But today's going to be a great day nonetheless. So let's jump into our topic. Today's topic, you guys, is you owe it to yourself. Let me look directly into the camera as I say that again. You owe it to yourself, just like I owe it to myself. Now, you might be asking yourself, Michelle, owe it to myself to do what? Well, you owe it to yourself to do anything and everything that you have ever wanted to do. You owe it to yourself to be the best you that you can be. You owe it to yourself to start that business. You owe it to yourself to settle down and start your family if that's what you want to do. You owe it to yourself to take that vacation. Well, yeah, you might want to be careful about the vacation thing. But because me personally, I'm not flying anywhere right now. But you owe it to yourself to take that vacation, whatever that vacation is, because everybody has that vacation that they've always wanted to take, someplace you've always wanted to go. Well, you owe it to yourself to do it. So I'm not saying you have to do it right now, but I am saying that you owe it to yourself to make that vacation happen at some point, be it next year or year after next. Start planning for it, especially if it's a big vacation. You might have to save up a little bit for it. You owe it to yourself. All I'm saying is you owe it to yourself to be the most amazing person that you can possibly be. Here's why I say that. Number one, you deserve it. I think all too often we will put other people's needs before ours more times than not. And I'm telling you that you deserve to do something for yourself. Especially if you are a parent. I'm not necessarily going to say single, married, or otherwise, but if you are a parent, period. And you know what I'm talking about, where you've had to put your kids first for so long. Hopefully you're at a point now where you can say, you know what, I'm going to put my happiness first. Because my kids are, my kids are older and they can do for themselves now. And go ahead and do those things that you've been wanting to do, that you've been putting off doing because you needed your money to take care of your little ones. But I say all of that too because the worst thing that you can do, I hope this my defrost isn't too loud, but the worst thing that you can do is get to the end of your life and you look back and you say, wow, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to do, places I wanted to go. And for whatever reason, you just never did it. And now you're up there in age and the ability to do those things are no longer there. I don't want you to get to that place because I certainly don't want to be there myself. And I'll be honest with you, I never really cared for the term bucket list. But the older I get, I'm okay with it now. And I think everybody should have a bucket list. Or if you don't want to call it a bucket list, you can just call it a list of things that you want to accomplish. Call it your accomplishments list. I don't know. Call it whatever you want to call it. But just make a list. And I'm going to suggest that you do that today. Don't put that off until tomorrow or next week or the weekend or next month, next year, whatever. Do it today. At some point in time today, sit down and just start. Y'all know I'm big on journaling. Pull out your journal and create a list of things that you want to do, places that you want to go. And start, like I said, just jot those things down. And then slowly but surely start accomplishing the things on your list. Now, because here's the problem. A lot of times people create lists, and I've seen them, the lists look great. They have some great stuff on them. But it's like, okay, when are you going to get started? What are you waiting for? The second coming? So once you make the list, make a plan to start accomplishing the things on that list. And just get to doing it. I'm telling you, it's nothing. I think it's a great feeling. The older you get, you are able to look back at the things that you've accomplished. Do you know what I'm saying? You look back at those things that you've accomplished and you're like, wow, you know what? I am so glad that I did ABCXYZ. And I don't know about you all, but I would much rather look back at the things that I've accomplished than look back at the things that I wanted to do and never started doing for whatever reason. Sometimes it's a money issue. I get that because it takes money to be able to do some things. Some things that you want to do is going to require you to spend money to do it. I got that. But the things that aren't going to cost you a dime, start doing it. Start doing it now. And the things that you need to save up for, like I said, if you create a plan, then you can plan out, map out the things that you want to do when you want to do them. Start doing some research, looking into seeing how much those things cost. The more prepared you are, the better off you'll be. So that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to share with you all today, was to tell you that you owe it to yourself. I said to follow your dreams, to be the best that you can be, to overcome your fears, to live life to the fullest. And that's something that I think a lot of people struggle with, even if they don't want to admit it, is trying to move past their fears. Your fears will keep you from doing so many wonderful things. And I know we all have been there, where we've allowed fear to keep us from doing things, from getting with certain people, going places, you name it, the list can go on and on. But I want you all to, starting today, remove fear from your vocabulary and step out there with faith. Pray about it now. Always pray about it. I'm always going to tell you that. Pray about it no matter what. And then step out there with faith and accomplish your goals. I promise you, the future you will thank you for stepping out there and accomplishing those goals. And y'all know I always like to tell you, there's somebody always watching you. There is somebody always watching you that you motivate, and you don't even realize you motivate that person. That's another reason why I want you all to live your life to the fullest. And I'm not saying that you have to do it for other people, but there's always somebody out there watching you accomplish your goals, and you are the reason why they are accomplishing theirs. So I don't want you to be the reason why somebody else decides, well, I'm not going to do this because, this person, they're not doing this. And because sometimes people think that way. And I know you cannot control people. You can't control what they think, what they do, or what they don't do. But the reality is that somebody's always watching you. And someone is always finding that inner strength that they need to step out there and do what it is that they want to do, because they're watching you accomplishing your goals and your dreams. Y'all, that's all I have. I'm going in here, get myself cleaned up now because I need to get something to eat, get my work day started. But I want you all to go out there, have an amazing day on purpose. Start that list if you haven't already done so. I'm not going to assume that you have it. If you have, great, add on to it. But if you have not, because you know how we like to say, oh, I got it up here. Honey, let me tell you something. The older we get, the more forgetful we get. Let's just keep it all the way real. Because sometimes I'm probably, if I had to sit and tell you everything I did last week, I really would have to think about that. Just because I've done so many things that, you know, it's just hard to try to remember everything. So start add to the list if you already have a list. If you don't have one, go ahead and start creating the list and start living your life to the fullest, because you owe it to yourself, just like I owe it to myself. That's it. That's all. This is your first time catching one of my videos. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. If this is not your first rodeo, welcome back. I missed you guys. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Please don't forget to also check out my YouTube channel where I'm posting, well, for this month anyway, I am posting my motivational moments on Wednesday. I decided I'm giving myself a break from doing my catch up with me videos, so I'm not doing those for the month of August, and to be honest with you, I may not do them for the month of September either, but I will continue to do my motivational moments on Wednesdays. On Saturdays, I put out a podcast. Make sure you check that out as well. And every car conversation that I put here on Instagram, also know that if you didn't catch it here, if you go to my YouTube channel, I also put it there as well, just because you never know who might need this word of encouragement. So that's it, you all. You all know the drill. You know my spiel. I can't do what I do without each and every one of you. I love you all to the moon and back, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do about it. Nothing at all. So deal with it, because I'm going to love you no matter what. I'm going to love you when you're going up. I'm going to love you when you're coming down. I'm going to love you when you're going in, and I'm going to love you when you're coming out. But most importantly, I'm going to love you when nobody else even likes you. That's powerful. That's real. And that's a check that you can take to the bank at any time and cash it in, because I'm always going to love you no matter what. That's just who I am, and it's what I do. Okay, so you all go out there, have a great day on purpose, and guess what? If you can't have a great day on purpose, honey, don't go messing up nobody else's. Leave folk alone. Love you guys, and talk to you in the next car conversation.